Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Hearthstone here on the channel. We're going to be jumping back into Priest for a third time here. So, I've been really enjoying the Priest so far and looking to try to get a couple more wins on it. Last time we were not able to do quite as well against a rogue. We're beat down pretty bad by the mech rogue deck, and they're going to hopefully rebound back from that against a hunter. Gotta keep the light spawn here, just because it gives us a pretty good minion to look forward to. Unfortunately, we get a couple of ogres this early on, which is not the best thing for us. I do go second, so we get the coin here. Be nice to draw into a cleric, and we do not. We get a holy nova. So nothing we're gonna do here. And really just looking to get something to put out earlier on. A knife juggler, not good for us. Still unable to really get anything. Just gonna use a heal even though it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Probably put out the light spawn next turn. It's already looking not the best for us, but chance to try to turn the momentum here. Put out a light spawn. Just hopefully it doesn't get hit by the knife juggler and we're able to kill Misha next turn and maybe heal it up into a 3-3. Tide Hunter could possibly bring it to where it can't kill Misha, and it does not though. So it still could trade into her. Or it could get healed. Holy Nova we can't afford. Tracking, I'm gonna draw another card. Velen's Chosen is very nice though. Brings up to 8 health, makes it kills that, and we still have a 4-4 out that we can heal back up. Might not have been the best to do Velen's Chosen, but we do have a Holy Nova next turn to clear their side of the board and heal him up back for another 2. Kill command is going to make it a 1-1, however. Trades the Murloc into it. And I think the best thing we can do is put out another Light Warden here and hope that that's not a snipe, and it is. So that's not very great for us, but we're still going to probably gonna trade the Murloc into it or something. Or gonna do it with the Knife Juggler. We still have a Holy Nova if they still don't put anything really big out for us. 2 damage on one of these. We could kill those 2 off. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Cleric out and then do that. It's not gonna give us the card draw, but it at least puts her out there. Put an Ogre out is only when she's healed. Whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. Alright. It's not very good for us. We're going to go down to 2, and if he has any spells, he does, and we lose. So that was a pretty quick match there. Not the greatest of starts, but we'll try to bounce back with a couple of matches. Go back out there. The problem that I'm seeing mainly it's just we're trying to do a bunch of different decks and not really looking into anything, but a lot of what other players are using at above rank 20 are mainly decks that are already made and already proven to work well. But gonna just continue and try and do some more interesting stuff, because it is not very exciting when you just play decks that are already made for you, as opposed to making your own and trying to figure it out on your own. You get a Shadow Word Pain and a Divine Spirit to start out, along with a Boulder Fist Ogre. Not too keen on the Ogre, but the other 2 are pretty decent. Get a Power Word Shield. Which is a nice card, but it would be better just to get a cleric or something we can put out on the board early on. Hunter's going to coin out. Failure after? No, it's going to be a secret. Alright. Meanings we get another power word shield, so not really anything we can do as of yet, which is bad for us, but we have the Shadow Word Pain. We can probably counter most of what he does. This will be a secret hunter. We got a lot of traps in there, and we still don't have anything. So it looks like we might need to just go back in and get some more minions into the deck that are lower cost to be buffed up. Might get rid of a lot of the higher minions just to favor more easily buffable early on minions. We get a light spawn, however. Hopefully neither of those secrets is a snipe, and they are not. Power word shields and divine spirit would be very nice to use. Hopefully it just goes face and does not have anything. That's going to be a bit of trouble for us. So we get a Shadow Word Death here. Mind Vision. I am going to... There is the Shadow Word Death we're looking for. Fortunately it's not a valid target because it has one too much health. Go ahead and buff this guy up to an 18-18. Take this out. Freeze and...
Well played.
Snake Trap. Alright, so... Not very good for us there, unfortunately, but... Still gonna be able to put out a couple, or an ogre next turn at least. Fortunately, he gets the 3 snakes, he still has the Leok out there, and the Houndmaster, and he's got more secrets. Web spinner. Well, Shield Master's not going to be very good against what he's got right now. Holy or whatever the holy one is, I forget the name of it. Would be very good for us. Holy Nova. He ends up sniping the ogre. And brings it down to 1 secret, and he only has 3 cards in his hand. We have, what, 7? If we got more momentum at the beginning, we probably would be in a lot better position right here. Just gonna trade a couple of cards into the ogre and then hit us in the face again, and I think he has lethal, and he does. So we end up losing this one. So, not that great of a start. Probably go back in and try to get another one a win right here. Have a little bit of a bounce back as opposed to leaving off on a bad note again. I might make a couple of tweaks in between this episode and the next in order to maybe make this deck a little better for the decks we're seeing. Put out some cheaper minions out. Maybe some of the snapper turtles, which would be good for the Holy Fire. And do we risk it? I'm going to keep the Thought Steel and hopefully get a cleric out of the other 3. You don't, we get a couple of Valen's Chosens and a Boulder Fist Ogre. Getting a cleric to start out would have been very nice. He's going to innervate out something, and it's going to be a Wild Growth, alright. He's accelerating, but at least he's using some of his earlier cards in order to do that, like Innervate and the Wild Growth. And he's got a pair of Murlocs. Not really too much trouble for us, but could become if we don't get anything we could use very soon. Probably end up pointing out the Shield Master. Next turn he doesn't have the ability to kill it unless he uses Hero Power 2. Put that out and then try to use Valen's Chosen on it on the next turn. It's our only card, and what he has trades pretty well. Hopefully, he won't kill it. And like I said, we can get the buff on it. Shapeshift, he might be going for lethal here. Or not for lethal, but to kill that guy off. Brings it down to 1, and does he use the hero attack on it? And he does, so it is going to be cleared off the board, unfortunately, but at least it takes care of most of his stuff that turn, and we can put a light spawn out. Should go pretty well with the Valence Chosen itself, because that's basically +4/+4 and a spell damage instead of just the +2/+4. And he's going to Starfire and kill it, so we are not going to be able to get the Light Warden out there. Instead, he's going to use his turn on that, but unfortunately we don't really have anything except for maybe a heal and a Thought Steal. You get the Grind. And we get an Innervate off of him, so it's not that bad. Ooh, Stormwind Champion is pretty bad for us. We got a Moonfire in there, alright. Can Shadow or Death the Stormwind Champion, luckily though. It's going to keep us from using our Ogre, however. That and heal, and then next turn have a pretty good turn with a potential Ogre Innervate into Valence Chosen, put out a 8/11. Gets another Stormwind Champion. We're 1 away from innervating and stealing that though. I am going to use the Ogre and indeed do the Innervate and Valence Chosen on it, making an 8/11. Hope he doesn't have an answer for it. He can't trade into it. If he goes face, we get the Stormwind Knight, or actually we don't because we use the Innervate. We get to buff it up again. Maybe make it a 15/15 with Inner Fire. Give us another spell damage so we can do 4 damage with Holy Nova. Say War Golem, so 4 damage with Holy Nova would be pretty good here. He's just gonna go for face again. Holy Nova is gonna bring that down to 12. We can kill everything except for the 7/7. Unless we get another Holy Nova, which actually we couldn't use the next turn anyway.
Time waits for no one.
Let's wait for him to hopefully end his turn. And then he does get another Mind Control, so if we survive we're in a pretty decent position. Holy Nova, kill that guy off. Maintain a 10/9, he's got a 7/4 on the board to oppose it. We have a 1 card advantage, including a Mind Vision, so we can steal 1 of the cards he has. Savage Roar is going to use to kill off the Ogre. Jollenhaller at least able to clear off his board. He gets 2 Murlocs and a Dragonling Mechanic, so that's all his cards. We just need to get a good minion. Like another Boulder Fist Ogre. I'm not going to use Mind Vision because he doesn't have anything. Inner Fire is kind of a waste here, so just heal ourselves back up to 18. Right now we have a slight advantage. If he plays anything big, we can Mind Control it. If he saves this card, we're gonna probably end up Mind Visioning just to see what he has. Get ourselves a card. Shadow Word Pain, Mind Vision, Healing Touch I will use. Hit him for 6 or take care of one of his minions. I am going to hit him for 6. We're outpacing him so far, and if he plays anything, we can take control of it. Hopefully he gets a big minion in here we can take control of. because that would give us a pretty distinct advantage. Claw is not going to do it, but he could probably... Yeah, he's going to trade into the ogre. Take some more damage and then heal himself. And that's all he has. Maybe another shapeshift. He could have saved one of his minions. But I'm glad he didn't. Shadow or Death, so it's going to be an interesting battle of hoping he draws something big or else I draw something good to play. But unfortunately he's just drawing heal so far. And shapeshift. I think we probably have the advantage because we can pretty much counter anything he throws out. And our hero power heals us for more than he can do damage. The biggest weakness would probably be little things that we don't want to waste our bigger cards on. We have a good chance, we have a really nice chance of putting out something that'll really kill him pretty easy though if a big minion can go onto the board, and that might be it. Gonna mind control the Shield Master. Yeah, mind control Shield Master. Gives us a minion that we can make a 10/10. Alternatively, we can take over anything else he puts out, like a Frostwolf Warlord. Actually, I might not do that. I might just use the buffing and play another Shield Master. Shield Master, double this one's health, and use Inner Fire, make it 10/10. Hit him in the face. And we can't Shadow Word Pain or Shadow Word Death one of his minions. Go ahead and heal us for 2 more, get us up to 25. Behind a pretty good taunt wall. Still have a lot of board control too. He's going to deal 5 damage, draw a card, buff the Frostwolf dude, and kill off our Shield Master. Alright, we still got a 3/5 on the board and really good board control along with Sneed. So we're looking really good here, despite the fact this is going to be a pretty long game. The long game is something that we have a pretty good deck for. Shapeshift again. I'm not really afraid of that Demolisher. And now we're going to draw a card here. Get a Northshire Cleric, which is nice for us. Even though we're pretty close to winning this anyway. Heal ourselves back up. If Northshire Cleric drew us a card when we healed ourselves, would be very good here. That being said, we have, what, 9 damage next turn, he only has 16 health and 2 cards. And there he will concede. So we are actually able to end this episode on a bit of a high note. Finish the quest. I am going to edit this deck a little bit in between episodes, and I think we are going to start an arena run after this instead of doing a few more ladder games. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.